What are you doing in here, little girl? I think you are lost. This is no place for you. I did not send for you. You're what those humans have sent me. Adorable. Do you even know about the deal that was struck? Why you're here? They just told you that you were to come work for me. Do you even know what I am? Why you had to come in the night? You don't know much of anything, do you? Well, you'll just have to do. Come along, little girl. Follow and pay attention. I'm not going out of my way to find you if you get lost. Come. Yes, castles usually are big. I own it. Every brick, every stone, every shadow is mine. And that includes you now as well, I suppose. I own everything that resides within these walls. Tend to the fire if you're cold, and sit if you like. In that chair. The other is mine. You're not to use it. Understood? Good. Well, you're obedient at least. You are a frail little thing, aren't you? You're built like a bird, but still insisting on standing. They really were trying their luck sending you. You really know nothing about me? No, madam. Well, polite too. It's not all bad, I suppose. Do you want to know the story? I came to an agreement with some important men, or at least men who think they're important. Those are two very different things. They're rather afraid of me, up here in my home. They think I'm going to swoop down and slaughter every one of them. And they kept bothering me, sending messengers and envoys trying to placate me when I never had any intention to attack any of you in the first place. It's really very sweet they thought they were worth my time. So to shut them up about this pending attack that they invented in their own minds, I struck a deal. Give me a servant that is mine, and I'll leave the rest of you alone. I already have plenty of servants, but I could always use another, and if it shut them up in the process, then, well, everyone's a winner. The important men were happy to oblige, and yes, I suppose they've kept their end of the deal, but honestly, you're so small. I need someone to clean and maintain this place. Mend. Repair. Oh, you can do that, can you? I suppose I could give you a chance. Let me look at you. Stand there. You're a pretty thing, at least. And pleasant enough. You'll have to wear something else, though. I won't have you wandering around my home in that. What do you mean you don't own anything else? They're rags, child. I'll provide something else for you to wear tomorrow night. Oh, hush. You're mine now. I'll do as I please with you. At the very least, I'll have you dressed properly. You'll need to bathe as well, regularly. I have standards. You will keep to them. Good. Did you at least bring food with you, little girl? I told them that the journey was long and that I want my servants healthy, not starved. That's it. That's all they gave you. I can smell the mold from here. Sit down. That was an order, not a suggestion. That town isn't a poor place. It's certainly not a glistening city, but it's decent enough from what I've seen over the years. They couldn't give you any other food. A cloak. I asked for a capable servant. Why not send someone bigger, stronger, older? Why you? Because you're the youngest and a girl, and that matters because... What, you're a girl, so they sacrificed you to me to get you out of the way? I was teasing, but that look on your face... Humans. Follow me. Come. I, at least, will keep my end of the bargain. Here. This will be your room. There are gas lamps on that wall and that one. Fireplace, wardrobe, not that you have anything to put in it. There's a bathroom at the end of this hall. Before you sleep tonight, you will bathe yourself head to toe. When you wake in the morning, a new dress will be in the wardrobe for you. I'll have one of the other servants fetch food for you as well. Yes, you get your own room. Did I stutter? Then don't question me. This castle is large and empty. Why would I force my servants into a broom closet together? I want you clean, presentable. Then you can work better, and you're all more pleasant to look at. You can't be clean if you're sleeping in a dank basement. Tomorrow, occupy yourself by getting to know your way around. If a door is unlocked, you are free to enter. Try not to fall from any windows. I won't be coming to save you. We'll meet again in the evening, and you'll receive your list of duties. I'll be sleeping during the day. My chambers are in the east wing, and that door will be locked, so don't bother trying to come in. Oh, you funny little thing, you still haven't figured it out yet, have you? Let me look at you again. Come here. No. Very pretty indeed. To be honest, I can't fathom why they wanted to send you away. Once you've had a bath and put on a decent dress, I imagine you'll look quite fetching. Such warm cheeks. Maybe I can think of a use for you after all. Yes, my hands are cold, aren't they? Oh, look at your eyes widen. Have you put it all together yet? Sometimes rumours are true. But look at you. Not a whimper, not even a tremble. You're brave then. That's good to know. I'm not going to eat you, no matter how delectable you look. If I wanted to devour you, I wouldn't bother giving you a tour of my home. Not that you'd make a good meal with how scrawny you are. That's not how it works, anyway. Besides, you're no use to me dead, so don't fear, little girl. Let me touch that pretty cheek again. Yes, very warm. And what has you so flushed and fierce looking? Speak honestly, now I don't abide by lies. That is why they sent you, wasn't it? Because it wouldn't matter if you were destined to be a meal instead of a servant. They really didn't care for you, did they? Aren't you interesting? Instead of breaking down in tears, you look as if you could ride into battle and conquer nations. You're not what I was expecting, but I must say I'm rather pleased. I can find any fool to lift things and patch walls, but you shall be my pet. My little companion. Like I said, you're mine now. But I take care of my possessions. It's been a long time since I've had a companion. How does that sound, little girl? You'll be my new plaything? Are you scared? No? Are you sure? You're really not frightened, are you? Such a curious, pretty thing. How does what work? How I feed? That's none of your concern. Yes, you are brave to be asking me questions. But are you innocent? Look at the flush on those cheeks. There's no shame in being inexperienced, little one. I'll teach you all sorts of new things. Perhaps you will get to see my chambers after all. Few people are so lucky. If you're a very good girl, I might even let you warm my bed. How does that sound? Interesting. When you blush, it goes all the way down your neck. I wonder how far down it goes. Oh, has no one seen below that neckline before, little one? Not even a quick peek to a special someone? Have you not even been kissed before? No. I'll be the first then. What an honor. Such delicate lips, too. It seems I'll have to educate you from scratch. No bother. It just means I can teach you how to do things correctly. It's such a shame you're so filthy right now, or I would be having a very entertaining evening ahead of me. So go. Bathe, eat, rest, and when I send for you tomorrow night, make yourself presentable. I want to be able to touch you without getting dirt on my hands. Good night, little girl. There you are. Well, aren't you a lucky little thing? It's a once-in-a-generation event that I let a human into my personal rooms. Do you feel honoured? You should. Turn the gas lamps higher, I want to look at you. Well, you have scrubbed up nicely, haven't you? Come here. See, now I can stroke your cheek and keep my fingers clean. Still a little grime here and there. Oh, you tried? Good girl. I'm sure you did. You wouldn't want to disappoint me, would you? No. I have standards, but I'm also realistic. There's only so much soap can do. I'm not expecting miracles. But by the end of the week, I'm sure you'll be practically sparkling. Come, sit next to me. No, much better. And you've actually brushed your hair. There's more to be done, but I was right, of course. You've come up very fetching indeed. You even have freckles hiding under all that dirt. Sun kisses, I've heard them called. I told the head housekeeper to take care of you. Has she been doing that? Good. And you obviously found the dresses I had provided. You're not so brave this evening. Look at you, all bashful, staring at the floor. Has it all sunk in a bit more? Where you are, what I am. Do try not to be frightened. I'm not going to hurt you. I rarely sound sincere, but it's true. Are you missing home, little one? No. Oh my, there's that spark I saw last night. But I suppose you're better fed here. You're certainly better dressed, even with your hands fluttering around trying to cover yourself. You're not used to showing off your shoulders? No, I imagine not. Have you ever worn something quite so low-cut before? No. Now you say that you're uncomfortable with showing off quite so much, but I provided half a dozen dresses for you to choose from, and I know for a fact that some of them had quite high necklines indeed. And yet, you chose this one. I did indeed want to see how far down your blush went. Clever girl. Oh, you are entertaining. And a good memory too. Can you read? No. Shame. Then you'll have to learn. I enjoy looking at you, but if you're going to be my pet, I want to be able to have a conversation with you. A proper one. The more you read, the more thoughts you'll have, and the more interesting the discussions will be. Do you have many interesting thoughts in that pretty little head? Oh, that's why your parents didn't like you. Too many thoughts. Well, I do love a black sheep. You shall have to tell me these interesting thoughts sometime. That cabinet over there? Go pour us both some wine. I've already been thoroughly amused and you deserve a treat. No, I can drink wine. It doesn't nourish me, but I do like the taste. Nothing from the north, though it tastes like tree bark. Now that's a pretty colour on your lips. Red suits you. I am so glad you chose this dress. I have such easy access to those darling little shoulders. And your collarbone casts such a lovely shadow. And you chose to wear it because of something I said. Do you want to impress me, little girl? Do you want to please me? I think you do. Listen to that hitch in your breath. I can hear your heart beating from here. Now, you did say that you were inexperienced with intimate matters, but the benefit of being immortal, little one, is that I am extremely patient. And frankly, it's much more fun to take one's time with these things. You get to savor the smaller moments. And would you look at that? Your blush stops at the top of your shoulders. Sit closer to me. Don't be frightened. Come here. Let me stroke that cheek. Now isn't that nicer? Sitting close like this. Tell me a thought. What's swirling around in that sharp little mind of yours? Tell me an observation. Indeed, I am very old. What makes you think I lived there? The way I pronounce one word tells you all that. No, you are very bright. Like a watchful bird. Delicate like a bird too. I shall have to be very gentle with you. Oh look, the blush has spread even further. How interesting. I shall have to update my notes. Well, seeing as you're so very smart, would you like to learn something new? Yes, I thought so. Well, a stunning creature like you, it is such a shame you don't know how to kiss. It's a very useful skill to have. Do you want a lesson? I shall be very generous and teach you now. I'll guide your chin, angle your head just so. That's it. To begin, we shall keep our lips closed. I think no need to overwhelm you. Now lean in and tilt your head ever so slightly, and it really is as simple as... It's pleasant, isn't it? Am I very cold, little one? You like it? Did you mean to say that out loud? Oh no, now you're embarrassed. But good to know. Well, if you like it, who am I to deny my little pet? You smell positively delicious. No, I'm not going to bite you. This isn't the time for questions. Besides, I told you that's not how it works. You're growing warmer by the second. Are you still embarrassed? Or is it excitement? Listen to that little drumbeat, heart. I shall have to ponder what skills to teach you next. There are so many to choose from. Some are rather advanced, though. We shall have to work our way up to those ones. Are you still shy about your shoulders? No, I didn't think so. Learning so quickly. What's that? On your back. Turn. Let me see. Yes, I can see that they're scars. Where did you get them? They're not fresh either. Why would your own family beat you like that? So severely? All sorts of reasons. Yes, I am angry. Not at you, little pet. Don't worry. Dig through your memory. I said something else last night, didn't I? Can you remember? I said that I take care of my possessions. Now that you've gotten to know me a little better, do you think I'm a liar? No. You've been nothing but obedient. Nothing but darling. I will not beat you. While you are mine, no one shall beat you. If anyone so much as raises a finger towards you, you're to tell me. Do you understand? Good. You're such a sweet thing. I shall take care of you. Good evening, pet. Oh, look at the sweet little braids in your hair. Did you make an effort just for me? I can tell. Turn around, let me see. Oh, no strapless dress for me tonight? Don't look so crestfallen. I'm just teasing. Come, sit with me. I'm curious. While I've been sleeping, how have you spent the day? Getting ready and exploring. And what do you think of your new home? It is impressive, isn't it? It's very old, but I've taken care of it over the centuries. I've kept it, maintained it, and renovated as the technologies around us have changed. You've seen how I've added the gas lamps. I'm glad you're in awe of it. That's the appropriate response. And what did you do after that? Well, I'm interested to know what my pet gets up to in the hours I'm not around. I'm curious. After all, you're such a strange little thing. You met the other servants? And did you have some good conversations with them? Did they treat you well? None of them were jealous that I was giving you special treatment, were they? Excellent. But let me be clear, if I wasn't already, yes? You are mine. So converse with the others, certainly be friendly. I don't wish to cage my little bird, but in terms of personal matters, you only share that with me. Do you understand? Good. Oh, I have no doubt that you'll obey me. Because if I found you being intimate with someone else, well, I'd be very cross indeed. You still have some grime on your neck. You're not in trouble. No, I can see how hard you've tried. You just need a little help is all. Someone to get all those hard-to-reach places. Did you want me to help you, little one? And to think I was ever less than pleased that you came to me. Drawing you a bath is not beneath my station, pet, though thank you for the respectful concern. In fact, I think I'd rather enjoy helping you. Besides, if you want something done right, you must do it yourself. Come along then. Perhaps a bath in your mistress's chambers will finally get you clean. What a treat for you. A reward for being so obedient. Through here. Yes, it is a beautiful bathtub, isn't it? I do love baths. It makes me feel warm. But now I have my pet to warm me up as well. Oh, we'll have to tie up those pretty braids. We don't want to ruin all your hard work, do we? Have you ever had soap as fine as this? No, I didn't think so. It will turn the bath oil almost to cream. It will be so good for your skin. You are very pretty, but You've had a rough life so far, but we shall make a great beauty of you yet. And you are going to have to take off that dress. That's usually how baths work. You're so modest, it's adorable. How long will that last, I wonder? Shall I turn my back until you get in? I will, if you like. Look. I can't see a thing. You're in? Oh, and hidden under all that soapy water. I shall just have to use my imagination. At least I get to see those delightful little shoulders. Now, pet, you really have done a good job of cleaning yourself up. It's just the back of your neck and between your shoulder blades that needs a little attention. Shall I help? Yes, madam. Still so polite. You are observant, aren't you? No, there aren't any windows in my chambers. If I happen to be awake during the day, I want to be able to move around without risking exposure to sunlight. I had them bricked up. Not to mention it adds to my privacy. Questions, questions, questions. Always so many questions. I shall make you a deal. You may ask one question an evening about my mortal situation. Will that satisfy your curiosity? What must you do in return? Let me think. Perhaps I will save up all my little favours and cash them in at a later date. What was your question for tonight? What happens if I step into sunlight? Well, no, I don't turn to ash. Nothing so dramatic, honestly. Who even thinks up these things? It acts more like a poison. If a human ate arsenic, or a slug touched salt, you get sick. Terribly sick. And within a day you are dead. It's a long death. A painful one. And that, my dear, is why my kind avoid it so fervently. I said you're allowed one question. You're forgiven. I can hardly stay cross with you, can I? There. Now you are clean. Unless there are other spots I haven't seen yet. But we'll have to do something about this crippling shyness of yours. Tip your head back. I want to kiss you. Yes. Very soft. Just like the skin on your neck. Like velvet. Your shoulders. And your chest. But oh, there's that pesky waterline. Perhaps I could dip my fingers below the surface. Just an inch, or 2, or 3. Would that be alright? Oh, it's soft here too. You've gone very quiet. Do you like it? And don't forget to breathe, little one. I think you do like it. And that's with access to just a few inches more. Just imagine if you managed to conquer that shyness of yours, and you came to my bed. Here's a towel, pet. Get out and dry yourself off. I'll be waiting in the sitting room. Huh. Oh, you're all dry? But you're still just in your towel. Whatever could that mean? Was my invitation just too good to resist? Come along then. Do you like the look of my bed? It looks comfortable, doesn't it? And I dare say it's certainly big enough for the both of us. Are you still feeling shy? Yes, I think you're feeling much braver now. Shall we continue our lessons then? Good. Hello, pet. Oh, I'm fine. Tired is all. Come here. Sit on my lap. You look darling as always. You've even added flowers to your hair. You keep outdoing yourself. I told you I'm tired. There's nothing you can do to help, my sweet. Just sit here with me. You look tired yourself, pet. Though you didn't get much sleep last night, did you? You did enjoy yourself, though. We shall have to play our little games again. Just not tonight. I am perfectly content just kissing your sweet little neck. Have you eaten? Good. I do worry about you. I can't keep an eye on you during the day. I want to make sure that you're being taken care of. You are becoming a cheeky thing, aren't you? Yes, I did say you can have one question answered a night, didn't I? Alright then, what would you like to know? I don't understand your obsession with knowing how I feed. No, I don't have to answer at all. Oh, pet. Did I frighten you? Oh, sweet thing, I'm sorry. It's not gruesome, per se, it's just... I have grown very fond of you. Simply because of who you are. My strange little bird. And it has been more pleasant to pretend I am somewhat human and not what I am. You won't run screaming, will you? You won't give up on this. No, you're too stubborn. Well, I told you I wouldn't bite you, and that's correct. That's because if I were to bite someone, then they would become a vampire as well. That's how the change happens. I do need to drink blood, but if you want to do it without changing a human, then no biting is involved. Instead you use blades, weapons. Let them drain out and drink your fill. The thing with humans, my pet, is that they are so very fragile. You may not turn them, but most of them end up dead anyways. And frankly, I don't think it's worth the hassle, so I feed on animals. But I've been spending so many nights here with you that I've not been out to hunt. And that's why I'm tired. I'm hungry. I knew you would offer. I don't want to drink from you, pet. Some of my kind keep humans to feed from, or they hunt, and to hell with the consequences. But like I said, you're fragile creatures. If we poke or prod you one too many times, or if we get greedy and drink too much too fast, well, your flames are snuffed out. And these days, in this century, people notice if humans start disappearing, and they get angry about it. I don't want to risk any of that with you. And why do you want to feed me so badly? I have just told you all the consequences. You want to serve me in all ways, yes, but that's because you're a good little girl. So attentive to your mistress. No, animals do not match up to human blood whatsoever. I have to feed every night, every other night, instead of every few weeks. It would be like you living on hay. You could do it. It wouldn't be fun. Look at all the questions you're getting answers to. Aren't you lucky? I don't care if you're happy for me to drink from you. It means injuring you repeatedly, and then you have to heal. And you may not heal. You may catch infection, get sick. I may lose control and decide I want to drink more. You really don't care, do you? You do smell so delicious, though. No? No. No. I don't want to leave a mark on you. You haven't done anything to deserve that. Yes, I am shocked. You would do that to yourself just to feed me. Pet, yes, I am hungry. I don't think I'm well, either. I don't think I've been well for a good while now. How long has it been since I've had human blood? Oh, years. I don't know how many. And I thought it wasn't having any ill effects, but now I'm not so sure. You nuzzling into me isn't helping, you know. I didn't want to talk about feeding because I didn't want to scare you away, but it's done quite the opposite, hasn't it? You are devoted to me, aren't you? But no. I'll just find some animal tomorrow. Where are you going? No, pet. You stupid girl, you actually did it. Show me your palm. Yes, my self-control has always been immaculate, but I think it may actually fail me this time. What if I can't stop? Where has all this staunch courage come from? Because I matter to you. Pet, I am so hungry. One last time, are you sure? Well then. Close your hand. Go to the opposite side of the room. That's all I'm going to drink from you. That's what you want to know. Do you taste good? You taste divine. How did I ever think animal blood was comparable? Like I said, my self-control has always been of the highest order. Here, let me bandage you up. I'm sure that must hurt. Not too badly. Thank you, pet. You just won't stop surprising me. You want to kiss me when my mouth is covered in your blood? Well, we have cured your shyness, haven't we? It seems we've awakened something else as well. Come here then. Now I've gone and messed up your pretty face. You enjoy me drinking from you? Then perhaps I can be persuaded to continue this arrangement, but no more stunts. There needs to be more thought behind it if it's going to be sustainable for us both. But I will admit, it was a rather romantic gesture from my little bird. Yes, pet. I am feeling much better now. Are you all right? Did they lay so much as a finger on you? The head servants said men came here on horses looking for you during the daylight. I didn't bother listening to the rest. I came straight here to check on you. What happened? Why were they looking for you? Your brothers. They wanted you back home, and what did you tell them? That you were home. My sweet bird. Why do they want you back now? Has the guilt of sending you away kicked in? Other villagers have found out that you were a sacrifice. Well, that has backfired on them, hasn't it? I'm sure your finery did give them a shock. They could see you for what you are. A precious thing. I'm sure they'll be back. Humans like that aren't usually the sort to give up so easily. I don't seem too upset. Oh, pet. I am furious. Are you certain they didn't hurt you? You know I don't like lies. All right. Come here. Come sit on my lap. Is that all that was said? Tell me everything. Just that they'd be back, yes. Well, like I said, they've got people watching them now. Judgment is a powerful motivator. Stupid little boys. Don't they see that you're mine? as if I would ever let you go. You won't leave. No, I know, pet. It's not like I keep you in chains. You could have gone with them if you'd wanted to. But you wouldn't do that. You are so loyal to me. I'll have to think about how to handle these irritating little humans. So keen to stick their nose in my business. And tomorrow you're not to go out to them. In fact, stay in my chambers with me. Keep the door locked. I'll instruct the head servants on what to say to them. I want you safe. And you're safest with me. Until then, we'll set this unpleasantness aside. Shall we? I want to enjoy my evening with my pet. How is your hand? Show me. Well, it is healing. Still a little sore, though. Well, you do only have yourself to blame for that, don't you, my sweet? I won't need to feed again for days, so don't even think about cutting yourself again. The next time I need to feed, I'll be in control. And you'll obey me, won't you? Good girl. I slept poorly. And then as soon as the sun sets, I find out we've had trespassers. I'm not in the brightest of moods. Anything you can do to fix it. My sweet, you make me feel better just being here. And it doesn't hurt that you're wearing my favourite dress. Shoulders bare and in easy reach. I don't like it. These humans keep inserting themselves in my business. I've actually been happy lately, and they seem intent on threatening that. Can you see why I've kept to myself all these years? I've managed to avoid the hunters, the mobs, the pitchforks, but these days, humans are getting smarter, more inventive. They've seen the light. There's more information than ever before, so they're not quite so frightened as they were before. Which means that the hunters and mobs are starting to knock on my door. Don't you worry, pet. You're safe. You will always be safe. I make that promise confidently. It's just irritating. I don't want to be the monster lurking in the woods, but I will be if it means they back off and leave us alone. If they want to test me, let them. But I did say I wasn't going to dwell, didn't I? And here I am, dwelling. Don't you have a question you're burning to ask? You usually have so many ready to fire off. Silence. Really? Is it that you don't have any questions, which frankly I know isn't true? Or is it that you're too scared to ask the ones you have? You asked me how I fed, and you fed me. What could be more intimidating than that, my bizarre little bird? Go on. Now I'm curious. Yes, you do like to pinpoint the last thing in the world I want to discuss. You're very good at that. When I was human. What about when I was human? It was a very long time ago. I don't really remember all that much of it, if I'm honest. Just snippets. We certainly didn't have gas lamps. Glass hadn't even been invented yet. God, the soldiers didn't have plate armor. God, it was a long time ago, wasn't it? Do you want to know what's changed the most? What the most impactful technological change has been in all the centuries? Shoes. I've always been fascinated by shoes. How shallow of me, but that lace-up boot on your foot there, you can't even begin to imagine how different it is to what we wore. Shoes had no left or rights, no heels. Certainly we didn't have the technology. I do remember the first time I saw a pair of shoes with a left and a right. I thought the cobbler was a genius, and he was. I wonder if his descendants still make shoes. But look at you. You always get your answers, don't you? And it has distracted me, I suppose. But I know what you want to ask next. Don't look at me like that and don't try to deny it. How were you turned, mistress? When did that human life of yours end? Yes, see, I know you by now. I do remember that, but we're not dwelling on the negatives anymore tonight, are we? I want to focus on you. You are always so warm. We do need to discuss what will happen when I need to feed next. If you're still happy for me to drink from you. Well, it won't be from your hand, or any part that you need to use constantly. Instead, I was thinking, well, shall I show you? If I lift your skirt up over here, on your thigh, would that be alright, pet? It's not going to be in the way of anything. And you don't need to slice yourself open either. Just a little prick will do the job. Oh, I do love this dress on you. Oh, did you think I was going to touch something else? Whatever gave you that impression? Don't you have more questions? No? Are you sure? Well, I don't know why you're so worked up, pet. I'm very content just fondling your thigh. And why, may I ask, have you gotten up from my lap? Oh. Well, we have cured your shyness, haven't we? Well, that is true if you're not wearing a dress. Then I'll be able to touch much more than just your thigh. You'll leave the boots on, will you? Well, aren't we seeing a whole new side to you? Go on then. Disrobe. Hello, pet. How are you this evening? Good. I had dreams about you, which is unusual. I don't often dream. But you were there, by my side as always, twittering away. Oh, and then we did all sorts of things, and I was rather disappointed to wake up until I remembered I have the real thing within my reach. And here you are. You all right? Have you turned shy again? Oh dear, all that progress lost. Come sit with me. I want to hear your pretty voice. No more humans banging on my door that I heard of today, so that's good. But what did you get up to? Not much. You're not very talkative tonight. Not even any questions for your mistress. You usually have 5 or 6 at least. No? Are you sure you're quite well? What's wrong? You're not yourself. You've not got your usual sparkle. Oh, your dreams were unpleasant ones. Oh, my sweet little thing. Shall I kiss it better? What's the matter? You're rigid as stone. Come now. You know I don't like secrets, so what is it? You think I will be cross with you? Well, I can't say whether I'll be cross with you until I know what's the matter. But I doubt I could be very cross with you. Have you broken something? No? Have you killed a villager? I certainly wouldn't be mad about you for that. Most of them deserve it. I'm losing my patience, pet. What has got you so distressed? You don't want to. You don't want to what? You don't want to be intimate. Not tonight. Oh, my sweet. You think I would be mad at you for such a simple request? Move over. There. Go on, sit there. Now there is some space between us. If you had just told me sooner, I would not have planted all those kisses on you when you did not want them. Though I should have known by how stiff you were. You thought I would be mad. I am a monster. I'm not that sort of monster. No, if I found you with someone else, I would be cross. But wanting nothing at all, well, sometimes you might not be hungry. I'm not going to force you to eat. Was it the bad dreams that have soured your appetite? Not that you need a reason. Among other things. Yes, you don't look well. try to remind myself how fragile you are, but I do always end up forgetting. Have you been eating? Good. You are a funny thing. So eager to please me, you really thought I would be angry with you? No. I am more than happy to just have your company tonight. Oh, you do have a question? No, there's my pet being her usual self. What is your question? No. Drinking from you while you are unwell wouldn't affect me. If you were seriously, dangerously unwell, perhaps, but when it's just a cold, which is what I assume this is, then no, it wouldn't make a difference. That doesn't mean I'm going to feed on you while you're unwell, regardless of whether it affects me or not. It will affect you. It will only make you worse. Honestly, we do need to work on your self-preservation just a little bit. Are you still worried those humans will return and steal you back? No need to worry. You were offered to me as a present, and it's terribly rude to return a gift. No, you won't be going anywhere. Don't fret. No, my kind don't get sick. Not unless we go in the sun. Tired, yes. Hungry, certainly. But sick, no. I've quite forgotten what it's like. Your head hurts. Oh, my darling girl, you are unwell. You are warmer than usual. Does my hand feel nice against your forehead? Come, lay against me. Nothing untoward will happen, I promise, but perhaps my rather cool exterior will help you feel a little better. There. You need to tell me when you are not all right. It is my job to take care of you. You are mine. And like I've said before, I take good care of my possessions. That includes when they're feeling a little broken. No, well, you're not there anymore, are you? You're here with me. And you don't have to just keep going here. Honestly, they didn't care about you at all, did they? What if I need to feed him? Don't worry about that. I lasted quite a long time before you came along, my darling. I'm sure I'll be fine. Your only task tonight is to rest. I was thinking just before how strange it is. You've not been here all that long, you know. But it already feels like forever. I mean that in a good way. I can't imagine not having my little pet by my side. Always so concerned for her mistress. I don't think I realised quite how lonely I had gotten. I didn't think I could get lonely. I didn't need anyone at all. I was quite fine all on my own. But then this strange little thing stumbled through my door with 1,000,001 questions. And here we are. You've changed the world, you know. At least for me you have. All is well, pet. Lay down. Sleep. You'll feel better soon. Pet. Hello. You're awake. Yes, you were asleep. You were asleep for far too long. You worried that I look tired. You are a funny thing. But I'm glad you're acting yourself again. No, don't sit up. Just lay still. You've been unwell. You've been very unwell. Yes, it was just a slight fever, wasn't it? But that was many days ago. You don't remember it getting worse then? Like I said, you've been asleep for far too long, my darling pet. But don't worry. I've been by your side the entire time. So I suppose I am a little tired. Are you warm enough? I've wanted to hold you, but I didn't want to make you cold. Good. That's good. If you really must insist on sitting up here. Now, are you content? I'll have the servants fetch you something to eat. Something hot. They've been worried about you too. You're quite the darling of the castle, you know. Yes. You shouldn't ask questions like that. Of all the questions you can ask, you ask that. Yes, you did almost die. Several times. Really, only you, pet, could already have me so cross. Because I know the next question you want to ask. Are you brave enough to, or shall I say it? No, I didn't turn you. Why would I do that? Is it better than death? Is that what you think? Is that what you want? Really think about it. Yes, I did nearly lose you, but I wouldn't turn you just for that, just for me. I wasn't going to put my pet through all of that just to save myself. I'm not that selfish, believe it or not. Do you think it's a pleasant experience? It's more painful than you can imagine, and it's not quick either, and the first years, you'd be a half-wild thing. Stop asking. No more. I will not do that to you. I will not curse you to eternity, to endless days. It's not all that it's cracked up to be, so no more. I've never seen you wear that expression before. So fierce for someone so small. Are you cross with me now? Don't be angry with me, pet. You don't know what you're asking for. Yes. Yes, we would be together forever. At what cost? Is it still worth it? So quick to say yes. It's a good thing I am immortal, or your bickering would send me to an early grave. Oh, are you not talking at all now? Are you really that cross with me? I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the situation. laughing at myself bickering like some old woman. I was not laughing at you, pet, I am sorry. No one will laugh at you ever again. And that includes myself. You really are upset with me, aren't you? I'm proud, actually. You've always been such a meek little thing, and here you are standing up for yourself. Barely awake for 5 minutes after being deathly ill and picking a fight with your mistress. Honestly, I'm rather impressed. But don't ask me to do that. I can't turn you into this. So can we agree to put it to rest? For now. Where has all this sass come from, I rather like it. It's very entertaining. I'm just grateful to see you with some spark. No, pet, I haven't fed. Like I said, I haven't left your side. I'll be fine. It can wait. See, you can't stay angry with me for long, can you? You have some colour back in your face. Are my hands nice and cool? I told you I didn't want to make you cold, not while you were so feverish. But it is good to touch you again, sweet thing. Well, and now you look sad. You're just a whirlwind of emotions right now, aren't you? What a shame that none of them seem to be pleasant for you. Why so sad now, little pet? Because you want to be with me forever. Are you sure about that? Forever is a long time. I'm not sure you can conceive of how terribly long. I think you would grow weary of me, of my company. Don't you think? Well, that's kind of you. No, I would never grow weary of you. Not ever, my darling. Not even of your questions. Please, no more arguing. Not now. You're still unwell. Perhaps when you are recovered, then we can argue to your heart's content, yes? How does that sound? Yes, I imagine you would be very tired indeed. Getting well takes a lot out of humans. It's a lot of work. But if you are tired, pet, then sleep. Sleep as much as you need. You need to take the time to heal. Yes, of course, I will stay with you. Where else would I go? Do not fear. I'll be right here, doting on you every second. Sleep, my darling. Good evening, sweet thing. Aren't you dressed up tonight? What's the occasion? No occasion. Just because. Well, good. I want you to enjoy the finer things. Revel in them. You no longer seem quite so fearful of silk and pearls. You should wear rubies more often, though. They suit you so well. Would it be terrible of me to undo all of your hard work if I were to undress you like a doll? You do look so delicious, it's irresistible. Oh, I may? Well, you are good to me, aren't you? And since you are fully recovered, my pet, perhaps I could have a little nibble. I must admit I'm more than a little thirsty. But come, let me admire you. I'm going to undo this dress one lace at a time. And in fact, that's what I had to talk to you about tonight. You will have occasion to get dressed up again soon, fear not. Though I'm not exactly thrilled about it. We'll be having guests arriving next week. I wouldn't say they're friends. Colleagues. Compatriots. More of my kind, pet. I'm not thrilled about it, simply because I'm a homebody and I'm not fond of guests touching my things, but we must do what's expected of us sometimes, mustn't we? Oh, sweet thing. I can't always do what I want. While I am very old and very strong, there are those who are older. Every now and then my kind likes to meet up, swap stories, share information, and on this occasion, I shall be hosting. I've managed to skirt the responsibility for quite a while, but it seems my time has come. But look at you. Only you could look prettier the less you wear. Though I think we'll be keeping those pearls on around your neck. Oh, and now a corset to deal with. More laces. Laces everywhere. You are a good girl, aren't you? Thinking of such things. Yes, you will have duties to perform whilst we entertain our guests. Some of them have human companions of their own. I'm not quite sure how many. It seems to be more common these days. So you will be hostess to them. This is your home too. You're to make a good impression, look your best, and behave yourself. Be nothing but respectful to the immortal guests amongst the party. But, now, no, look at me, and let me hold your chin so I'm sure you understand. Who do you belong to? Yes, you belong to me. It's not that I don't trust you, my sweet pet, but I'm a realist, and humans are such fragile little things in so many ways. So I want you to keep that thought in the forefront of your mind, that you belong to me. While my peers may get ideas, I'll be telling them to keep their hands off of you, but in turn, I don't want to see you fraternizing with any of our human guests beyond your duty as a hostess, or I will be very cross. Am I understood? Good. But for now, let us get rid of that pesky corset, Much better. Nothing but a chemise now. Sit down with me. Come, sit. Are you scolding me? My goodness, the absolute cheek. Perhaps I have let myself get a little more hungry than I should have. But I wanted to make sure that you were recovered from your illness. Oh, you and your knives, give me that. My word, what will I do with you? But where shall I drink from? So many options, I simply can't choose. It would help to get rid of this last bit of fabric, wouldn't it? There. Much better. But now comes the task of not getting distracted. Well, let me remind you, pet, that you were the one just scolding me for not drinking, so before anything else I must attend to that particular appetite. You'll just have to wait, won't you? But you are so soft. It delights me every time. If I were to take your knife and do just a little nick above your hip, right here, just a little pinprick, would that be all right, my sweet? Thank you. And not even a flinch, you are so good, aren't you? No, I said that will do. Press this over it. I don't need much, pet. Not when you're as old as I am. A taste here and there is enough. Besides, I don't want to deplete your energy for other activities, do I? No. But you are so tempting head to toe. Should I tiptoe my fingers across your collarbone? No? That's not what you want. Well, you say I know what you want, but I'm really not sure. Your belly, then? Shall I trace my fingers up and down your sides? Still no, my. Perhaps I'm going in the wrong direction. Shall I touch your chest, pet? Is that better? Still not quite what you want. Shall I stop teasing you? Even though it is exceptionally fun. Is that what you're after? Oh yes, by the way you're arching your back, I dare say it is. Shall I press a little harder then? Oh, I am terrible, aren't I? But you have fed your mistress after all, so I really should give you a reward, shouldn't I? Lay back then. Let me please you. There you are, pet. Well, don't you look scrumptious? Perhaps that's the wrong word. Not enough of a compliment. You look exceedingly elegant. Quite a jewel. How different you look now to when you first stumbled through my door. And are you behaving yourself? Good girl. I knew you would. It's so strange to have so many people milling about. It rather feels like we're in a play, a performance, like this is a stage and not my home. Have you been admiring our guests as they arrive? Oh, it's all right to gawk. Though do try not to have your mouth hanging open, flies will get in. I sometimes forget how humble your old life was. And humble is a kind word for it, isn't it? Have you ever seen anything like it? All this finery, pageantry. We are a beautiful lot, aren't we? Like a flock of exotic birds. It's a chance for everyone to show off, puff their chests out and preen. It's always quite the show. And these are just the early birds. Just wait until the fashionably late guests start to arrive just before the dawn. They're sure to be quite spectacular. Well, thank you, pet. I do scrub up quite nicely, don't I? I even put on proper undergarments for once. How well behaved of me. You'll have to help me take them off later. Come sit on my lap. Here in the corner. I need to be away from people for a moment. There are more human companions than I was expecting there to be. It seems to be more common these days, perhaps. The world is a much smaller place. Our kind rub shoulders with yours more often now. There are some fine specimens, yes, but you're the prettiest of them, aren't you? I must say, I take better care of you as well. Look at that poor male there. He looks tired. Perhaps he's not used to sleeping through the day yet. See, that's why I love you so. Not just flattery, you mean it. You do love your mistress, don't you? Good. I've perhaps been a little possessive in our preparations for the festivities. A little jealous at times with where you're glancing, who's glancing at you, though everyone is glancing at you. Look how beautiful you are. You know it's because I care about you, pet. My treasure. I don't like other people touching my things. There's always the chance my things will get broken that way. And I've spent all this time and effort in patching you back together. Your eyes are just for me, are they? Good. By all means, admire our guests, but underneath it all, your gaze belongs to me, doesn't it? Good girl. But I suppose tonight is all about the pageantry of everyone arriving, showing off. Eyes are wandering. That's the point. I've not taken a companion before. Not like you, not something so permanent. Something I'm so protective of. It's surprised a few of our guests. Which again is why I've perhaps been a little overbearing. It's a fine line between protecting and smothering. And I don't want to smother you. Truly, I don't. It's not good to smother flowers. I knew you would understand. Yes, you want to be protected, of course you do. And I will continue to do so, my sweet little thing. Yes, let them watch. Let them see that you're mine. How I dote on you. That you're obedient to your mistress. Like I said, that's what this evening is for. It's not just the guests who are posturing, Pet, it's us too. That's why we're dressed to impress. I don't have much to do with the rest of them most of the time. So let's make an impression. Good girl, but you can let a little bit of spice out, you know. Give them a show. Did you want to tag along behind me for the rest of the night? Show them what an obedient girl you are. I think that would be interesting. Some of these other humans that have been brought along, they're lacking enthusiasm. But you, yes. No, you actually enjoy serving me, don't you? I must admit, it's made me all the more grateful for you, seeing the others. You're joyous in your service. You want it to be here with me. Isn't that right? Maybe I need some reassurance. Like I said, maybe I'm a little on edge, a little unsure. You're not a slave. If you truly wanted to go, I would let you. Yes, you have always said, where else would you go? But look here. So many options for you now. No? No other options. It's not that I don't believe you, Pet, it's that things change. I've lived a very long time. It's inevitable. Yes, I suppose company does make me sour. Now you see why I've been keen to avoid it all these years. Well, I shall just have to get over my little tantrum, won't I? Half our guests haven't even arrived yet. Already the gossip and rumours are swirling. It's only going to get headier as the week goes on. All the talk, the stories. So, Pet, knowing you're loyal to me, if you hear anything of interest, you'll let me know. Yes? Well, if someone were to think you're just a silly human girl, say something to a friend in your presence, or one of the other humans shared a secret asking you to promise not to tell any of the masters or mistresses, you would tell me then. Oh, good girl. I knew you would. I don't think anything is wrong, but like I said, things change. This is an opportunity to see which way the wind is blowing. A lot of them think because I'm solitary that I have no interest whatsoever in the politics of it all, but I do. I'm interested in whatever serves me and mine. When I was told I'd be the one hosting the gathering, I think most were surprised that I didn't try to refuse. Put up at least a bit of a fight, but there's something to be said for being on home territory. Who what? Oh, who could tell me what to do? One of the oldest of us. They haven't arrived yet, but every species, every herd and flock and town needs some sort of power structure to not crumble. We're all the same that way. And they're the head of our power structure. That's who can tell me what to do. No, I won't have to point them out when they arrive, you'll know. I think I've hidden away in the corner as long as I'm able to. Shall we rejoin the chaos, pet? Stay close. Make it clear you're mine, but keep those sharp little ears open. I'm interested in the things they'll hear. Are you all right, pet? You've gotten very good at masking your emotions, so tell me straight. Are you okay? All right. No, I do believe you. You would tell me if you weren't. But what did you think of that display? I think it's pretty obvious what I think, don't you? Obvious to you, at least. Beings that old screaming across a table at each other about matters like that. You weren't even there for the first part of that nonsense, that's right. When did you arrive? When the yelling started. Yes. Yes, come and sit by the fire with me. I'll fill you in on what you missed. Sweet girl. Do you realize how much braver you've gotten, pet? Look at you. Chin so high and not a tremble anywhere. Yes, I'm not quite so composed. Not now we're behind closed doors. But that's anger, not fear, don't worry. Do you think I'm afraid of anything? No. I suspect some of the other guests are feeling the same way. So the following days should be interesting. But suffice to say, I am proud of you. Yes, this is your home indeed. Why should you cower from such unruly guests? But yes, let me fill in the blanks for you. You finally saw Alias then? At the head of the table. The oldest of us. I almost thought she wasn't going to grace us with her presence, despite insisting I host this little get-together. Magnificent, isn't she? It's all right to admit it, she knows it too. I don't know how old she actually is, I don't even think she knows that. Millennia, surely. I don't trust her. She's always had her own interests at heart, which is fine. I certainly follow that same path through life. One must take care of oneself, after all. The problem is Alias presents her interests as everyone's best interests, of which I am skeptical. Well, that's the thing, pet. I don't quite know what she's up to. And at this evening's little gathering, a delightful gentleman named Rockford. Yes, the one in the red coat, how'd you guess? He suggested keeping a record of everyone's human companions. Who belonged to who and whatnot. Where they were from. That there should be a monitoring of our pets. Everyone had strong opinions on his suggestions, as you can imagine. What does Alias have to do with that? Well, she just observed. Just sat and watched. She could have easily told Rockford to shut his mouth. It never needed to escalate beyond that. But it did escalate as others defended their companions, and Rockford and his supporters argued back. And now suddenly, there's tension amongst our guests. Those who agree with Rockford and his view on humans, companions or otherwise. It's an issue. So I don't want you out of my sight for the rest of the gathering. All right? Not that I don't trust you, pet, you know that. But I don't trust the others. Not after that little display. I'm not sure what Alias wants, that's the problem. We've always kept out of human affairs, very much kept our distance, except for food. Maybe the occasional companion. But times have changed. The world is a much smaller place. Humans are braver. They have more knowledge at their disposal. More sophisticated weapons, too. And we know how they feel about my kind, don't we? Yes. I bet you heard all sorts of things said when you still lived with them. I'm not surprised, pet. Though I'm glad to see your own opinion has changed. I don't want to spread fear and dread, pet. I don't want you looking over your shoulder at all times and spooking at shadows in the corners. But be smart from now on, yes? Use that clever little brain of yours. Be cautious. When you live as long as I have, you learn to recognize the moments in time where things start shifting. When change is on the wind. It seems to be the way of the world right now, doesn't it? And what about the companions in attendance, Have you heard any whispers, any secrets? I suppose they would be nervous, like sheep that can smell a fox. Some want to go back to the human way of life. Really? Well, that's certainly not going to help if tensions continue to rise. I can't say that I blame some of them, the way their masters treat them. I rather spoil you, don't I? Well, I'm glad you love it. You want to stay, don't you? Good. Good. But enough dreariness. These people have come in here with all of their dramatics. No more for tonight. Just because they're miserable sods doesn't mean we have to be, isn't that right? Yes, that's right. So tell me, pet, what else have you been up to this evening? Just observing what's going on. You are a patient little sparrow, aren't you? And you've eaten. Good. And what of the servants? Well, sticking to the kitchens, well, I don't blame them. But how you've changed. You were such a frail little thing when you first came here, and now look at you. Taking care of the others. I do like it. Very much. The spark in you is now a steady little blaze. Brighter every day. Perhaps that's why you're always so warm. Sit on my lap. That's better. Have you been outside? You smell of pine needles. Just by the window. What have you been looking at out the window? Out towards your old village, oh pet. Don't worry, you never have to go back there again. What do you mean, maybe you should? Why should you? To see what you could learn. I dare say it wouldn't be much the way those imbeciles behave. They'd be surprised by the sun rising each morning. They beat you. They sacrificed you to save themselves. They threw you away. Yes, I know you'd come back. I'm not worried about that. They don't deserve to be in your presence. I'll think about it. We'll see how things develop. And I'll think about it. But until then, I don't want to hear another word on it. But let's not quarrel. Let's talk of happier things instead. There you are. Have you been hiding from me? How coy of you. Oh, and so serious. Am I not allowed to joke now? How rude of me. I am joking. You know that, right? Don't hide from me, pet. Please don't ever truly hide from me. Good. I think a storm is coming. Can you hear the wind? Or perhaps it's a little while off yet. Isn't it a relief to have our home back to ourselves? Guests in general are draining, but those guests in particular, they were getting very tiresome. Well, the celebratory mood never really recovered, did it? After that spat over what to do about humans, as if it's our choice. But you were a good girl, and stayed out of the way for the rest of it. But I am glad things are back to normal, and I can ravish you wherever and whenever I want. I do love kissing your jaw. It's such a lovely shape for a jaw. You've been very sneaky the last few days, whilst keeping away from the others. What have you been up to? Listening? My patient little sparrow. And thinking, well, that is a dangerous thing, isn't it, with your sharp little mind? Well, how much have you heard? No, I will not keep secrets from you. That's quite pointless, isn't it? Usually a gathering like this, it's meant to remind us that, at the very least, we should not rip the world to shreds and try to get along. But this time, there was still a rift. When everyone departed, you could feel it. A gaping chasm. I don't like it. The way things ended. Redcoat man. Rockford. Darling, his name was Rockford, but I prefer Redcoat man. It's far more suited to the amount of respect he deserves, which is very little indeed. And I have a feeling we'll be seeing more of him in the future, unfortunately. I told you when you get to my age you start to be able to smell change on the wind. It's like the weather. You get very good at recognizing the patterns. If only we could predict if this will be full-blown war or not. That would be useful. Yes, information would help immensely, but we don't have information. We know as much as anyone else about what my kind are thinking, and as for the humans, well, who knows? Who knows what's rattling around in their little heads? You did already make that suggestion last time, and frankly, I don't want to hear it again. Is it really so surprising that I don't want you to go back to that disgusting little village? To the people who hurt you so badly? I think it's a rather rational reaction, myself. You're going to have to insist, are you? Why? Maybe you are the only one able to find out what they're thinking, what they're whispering. But if it's a choice between not knowing and sending you away, then I'd rather go into the future blind. I don't care how much stronger information will make us. I'm not the one who needs protecting. No. I am angry, yes, but not at you. I'm angry that things were going so well. For once in my very long life, everything was going so well. And now, it's not that it's all crumbling down, but I can start to see the mortar between the bricks beginning to crumble. Isn't it? That face. That determined little face. I've made quite the monster out of you. Haven't I? I won't cage you. I won't do that. Not to you, my little bird. Not when you've just learned how to spread your wings. But I want to. I want to lock you away where no one will ever be able to lay a finger on you. I never want to let you out of my sight. Two days. You have 2 days to learn what you can, and then you will come back to me. And there will be no compromise on that. I will come and get you myself if I have to. And if you test me on that, then I will start thinking about cages. What request, my darling? Why should I feed on you before you go? And weaken you for no reason. Where's the sense in that? You've become too cunning, haven't you? My intelligent little thing. I always called you my little bird, my sparrow, but now you're more like a raven, a clever crow. I do mean that as a compliment. They're fascinating creatures. Yes, I suppose if they see that I had fed on you, it would make things more believable. That you were running back to them, a wound on your neck, face pale. At least you've stopped bothering to ask if I'll bite you. That really would make me cross. I said I wasn't afraid of anything. And that's been true for so long now, but I'm afraid of losing you. I am so afraid that you won't come back. Whether that be because they hold you there, or whether you choose not to return after all. You are fickle things, you humans. The crow analogy is quite apt, actually. Well, because you could very well see something new and bright, and far more appealing, and off you fly, in a different direction. Dreary, am I? Just because I can sense change coming doesn't mean I like it. Change isn't always for the best. I have homes elsewhere, you know. Have I told you that? I've been shrewd over the years, wise in my investments. Other cities, other countries. I can go wherever I choose. I've always liked it here because it's remote, private, quiet. But perhaps it's time to take the plunge and have a change of scenery. So when you return, because you will return, that isn't up for debate, perhaps we'll fly away somewhere. Start fresh. You promise, do you? I've had a lot of promises broken in my lifetime, you know. Words are cheap and plentiful. Yes, I trust you. But please, my pet, don't make me regret trusting you. I don't think I could bear it. Pet. My pet. Of course I trusted you to come back. Of course I did. I knew you would. But I wanted to be as close as possible when you left that dank little place. I didn't want to spend a second longer without you, not if I didn't have to. I was going to lead you home myself. I said I would. Are you all right? Oh, if they so much as touched a hair on your head, I will burn this place to the ground. Good. No, that's good. I'm glad they were too scared to go near you. Their instincts were correct for once. Come, walk with me. Let's leave this place. It will take days to wash the stink of it off. I'm glad you're happy, my little pet. Well, you went there to gather information. You were hell-bent on it, if I recall, so tell me, what did you learn? Well, we knew they thought I was evil. That's not surprising. What did they think of you looking so well-fed and healthy? Oh, you did tell them I was feeding on you. You've become so sly. Butter wouldn't melt in your mouth, and I don't think your eyes could go any wider. Not even if you tried. How did they know about the gathering? Seems they've gotten sly too. I'm almost impressed. An army. You could hardly call us an army, especially with such differing opinions amongst the ranks. But if they think my kind are gathering in an army, then they'll do the same. They'll gather, organize, attack. It doesn't matter if the threat is real or imagined, they'll retaliate. Pet, I have lived a long time. The world is a continuous chain of patterns all circling back on each other. The difference is now they have half-decent weapons. Technology has come a long way, so there's a dose of unpredictability for once. I won't lie, I'm more than a little interested to see where this will go. It's refreshing to not know the ending. Well, as long as you're out of the way, that's all I really care about in the long run. What about the long run? Don't, pet. Don't spoil this with questions like that. The answer is no, it will always be no. So don't bother thinking of any reality where the answer will be yes, because that reality doesn't exist. I will not turn you. There is nothing you can say that will convince me otherwise. So enough. All right. Good. Let's not stop moving. I'm eager to have you away from this place. I'm not nervous. No, I'm... Spending the past 2 days without you gave me time to think. I think that the time has come to move our lives elsewhere. I've been here a century, maybe more, I can't quite recall. Time for something new, something interesting. I've grown tired of being tucked away in the middle of nowhere. And I told you that I have properties elsewhere. I picked one I think you might like. One that's closer to others of my kind and yours. For security's sake, I can be strategic when I want to be. We won't be going back to the castle at all. I've perhaps already made arrangements whilst you are gone. Once I make a decision, there's no real point in delaying anything, is there? So the servants are already on their way there, and once we're out of these damn woods, there'll be a carriage waiting for us. Walking is all very well and good, but one must luxuriate every now and again. I told you I'm not nervous. I am animated and awake. For the first time in a very long time, interesting things are happening in the world again. Or at least I'm interested in them, I suppose. Oh, well, this strange little bird showed up on my doorstep one day and turned the world upside down. She's been really quite disruptive. Through here. Humans really can't see far in the dark, can you? As if I would so much as let you stumble, pet. See, there's the road. And we'll wait for the carriage. I told him to meet us here. Pet, I'm not going to feed on you in the middle of the woods, so don't even bother suggesting such a thing. I'm not the only creature out here who likes the smell of blood. But the offer is appreciated. I know you care for me, but now is not the time. I don't know when we'll be alone again. Why? Is there something we can only do when we're alone? I'm rather gratified, actually, knowing that spending 2 days apart was as difficult for you as it was for me. But I imagine they'll come looking for you, thinking I stole you back. Who knows, maybe they'll be smart enough to figure out that you left on your own accord. What tidbits did you learn? I imagine it will take a while to think back on everything. Extermination is the word they used. Poor things really are frightened, aren't they? Some of us are vermin, I suppose, as are some humans. It's not really exclusive to any particular species. Oh yes, I think it's wise to move away from here. If only to be less isolated. Tensions are too high to be cut off from the rest of the world right now. More people, whether my kind or yours, doesn't necessarily mean more dangers. Sometimes the safest place is the eye of the storm. Do you think they'll march on the castle? Pitchforks and torches held high. I haven't seen that spectacle for quite some time. Oh, if only we could be flies on the wall and watch as they realised we weren't there. That would be satisfying, to see how disappointed they'll be. You're right. They'll probably think I flew off into the night, when in fact I'm riding away in a rather normal carriage, led by a rather normal horse and driver. How anticlimactic of me. Always so beautiful. Speaking of the carriage, I can hear it coming. It's still a little way off, but soon enough we can climb in and we can be alone, if that's what you want. Now what? Well, now, my darling, I suppose a new chapter begins. Good evening, pet. You were exhausted. You slept all day. Right here beside me. We are in our new home. Do you remember me bringing you inside? You were so exhausted I carried you up here. Well, you're home now. Safe again. You can rest as long as you need. Don't you worry about me. I have you in my bed again. I don't think I could feel any better. But you, little human, you need food. And it seems you need your curiosity sated as well. Come, I shall give you a tour of our new home, at the bottom of which is the kitchen, where we shall feed you like a queen. It's colder here, so much further south, so yes, I did dress you in a nightgown. And if you'd kindly put on a robe as well. I'm in the sort of mood where I won't really be argued with, pet. Humour me. This new home of ours is much smaller than our last, but considering that was a castle, then pretty much any move is going to take us to a smaller place. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, though. Perhaps it was too large. But we've left that behind, haven't we? I won't insult your intelligence. You've gathered this is the master bedroom. And through here, there is still a bath to be used at our discretion. That's one thing I'll say for relocating closer to civilization. The amenities are much improved. You can try and hide the little gleam I saw in your eye there, pet, but don't worry. I saw it. We can return to the matter of a bath later on this evening. But first, this floor is our domain. Sitting rooms and whatnot, some rather useless guest rooms and what have you. Come downstairs. Do you like the place? Yes, it is altogether warmer. No, I know what you mean. Nothing to do with the temperature, rather the feeling of the place. There are far more gas lamps, for one, built in straight to the walls. More wood rather than stone. One's footsteps don't echo down hallways here. The atmosphere isn't so menacing, which is more than fine. I'm menacing enough to keep the shadows at bay. The first floor No idea where the paintings came from, nor who their subjects are, but they're better than blank walls. Only had a few removed of particularly distasteful-looking men. I don't need that sort of thing in my home, thank you very much. The entryway, the front door, a rather ostentatious dining room. It might just be the biggest room in the house. The architects clearly had entertaining in mind. More sitting rooms that I've yet to fully explore, though the servants have done a wonderful job of making the place look lived in, especially in such a short amount of time, bless them. They've insisted on keeping themselves to the kitchen and apartments downstairs, no matter the finely furnished rooms above ground, but what can you do? Well, I'm sure you've gathered over your time with us that they are skittish little souls, for various reasons. And I'm certain that you won't be surprised when I say that I rather like collecting broken little creatures that may convalesce under my protection. If they'd rather be tucked away safely in the servants' quarters, it's no skin off my nose. There are no chains holding them down, and in fact they are the ones that hold the keys to all the doors, so though having you by my side has been a boon, pet, they seem to have grown in confidence, even if it is just a fraction. Perhaps they like their new mistress. Well, that's what you've become. If not an authority figure, then someone to be admired. Perhaps you still don't realize quite how beautiful you are, the way you glimmer and shine. Who needs the sun? But our tour is not over, so speaking of the lower floor where the servants reign, it does include the kitchen, indeed, where you will sit and eat a good meal. Pet, my meal is much further down the list of important tasks. Now come. Even down here it is cozy. Cozier than above, perhaps. Good evening. Good, pet. Sit. Eat. And oh, how they scatter. You are my pet, but they are my mice. And what loyal mice as well, they've made you food. Eat. If I tried what? Eating food. I have no desire to. It would be like telling you to try a mouthful of ash from a recently extinguished fireplace. Utterly unappealing. And most likely it would only make you ill. I don't really even remember the experience of eating food. All I know is that I was surprised by the intensity of having my first drink of blood, so I imagine food still pales in comparison. The smell of it can be pleasant, I suppose. Oh, it's been a very, very long time since I last ate. I'm not entirely sure how old I am. Many, many centuries that all sort of blur together. Some of us take great pride in knowing the precise number of years, but it never seemed an important thing for me to take note of. We're not in a town. No, we are near one, though. Far more substantial than that decrepit little village you hail from, but I'd hardly call it a city either. I bought this property a few decades ago, and it's sat mostly empty since then, so I do imagine we'll garner some interest, having brought it to life, but interest is inevitable, moving to a new place. Oh yes, this is the furthest you've ever travelled. I'll be honest, Pet, I'm inclined to say no. That you may not go exploring, but that's rather unflattering of me. No, I think it's clear by now, Pet, that I trust you, but I worry constantly about so many things, but like I said about the servants, there are no chains, there are no locks. What you get up to in the daylight hours is your business. As long as you're still mine. That is. We're still in agreement about that, aren't we? You are mine. Mine to touch. Mine to bed. Good. You were in quite the rush to inhale your meal. The bathtub needs a test run, does it? My. A very important task indeed. We shall have to go back upstairs then, and I shall help you with this very important task. It's odd being so close to town again, to people. But I must say it's not terrible. It's pleasant even. And it's certainly very strange being outside at night amongst crowds. This isn't something I've done in a very long time. You seem a little nervous, Pet, though you also seem quite delighted. It's all very festive, I suppose. I'm smiling at these silly creatures. Their masks and their torches, their dark cloaks that are very mysterious, and all of those scary stories. All of these tales of the night told by fires while warm houses sit within running distance. It's amusing. If they actually knew what walked among them, they would not be so jolly about it. Oh, do not scold me. You know it's true. Even you. You are something so much more powerful than they are. Because you have knowledge. You have no fear of us. Indeed, you take us to bed. Us monsters and ghouls. No, they are sweet, these townsfolk. Good evening. All Hallows Eve is very dramatic, is it not? Though everything smells of pumpkins and candle wax. I do hope you're joking. I will not be wearing a costume of any sort, thank you very much. Though if you and the servants wish to run around in masks and bed sheets, be my guest. I could use a good laugh. I am out here wandering around these festivities with their sticky apples and sticky small children, because you were so eager to see it all and not much was going to dissuade you. Well, that too. I'd rather keep an eye on you, can you blame me? Besides, I want to have a look around this place, see its citizens for myself. Yes, but I don't trust anyone, do I? Except you. Yes, and the servants. But you, most of all. And perhaps amongst all these festivities you and I could slip into a dark corner, and I could show you just how much I trust you. How much me and my fingers love you. Don't worry, pet, I could probably disrobe you in the middle of the street and they'd all think, my, they're such good friends. People, human or otherwise, are oblivious little things. Besides, they think I'm your sickly mistress who can't leave the house all that often, and you, my loyal companion, a sweet girl from the countryside. How could two such upstanding citizens get up to such debauchery? What do you know? It seems we're wearing costumes after all. Good evening. They're a friendly lot, aren't they? Curious about these new residents. Not superstitious idiots like other groups of humans we've met before. Sensible, progressive. I don't know if it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. We shall have to see. Tell me who's who, then, pet. You've been out during the days, making acquaintances, exploring. Give me a tour. Yes, the plump woman. Oh, the town gossip, right, so you know to keep her in mind if speculations start swirling. It would be interesting to hear what she has to say regardless of the subject. There's usually a nugget of truth in any sort of gossip if you know how to look for it. Oh no, let's pass the church. I want to see something. Oh, pet, you're not still clinging on to old superstitions, are you? Goodness me, I thought I'd trained you out of that. I will not burst into flame, nor will I start speaking in tongues. It's two bits of wood nailed together. I'm sure I'll be quite fine. And that is what I wanted to see. Or who, rather. Next to the town gossip, it's the priest that knows the most. They see the most. And he is rather tall, but otherwise not all that remarkable. And given the grim festivities, his robes seem to fit very well. Oh, we're going to greet him, that's what we're going to do. Oh, yes. Oh, good evening. I am still feeling a little frail, though. Better than usual, thankfully. But sometimes one must work up the energy and enjoy the festivities. Yes, she's a darling girl. Isn't she? I don't know what I'd do without her. Well, good night. What? No, I'm quite the actress. You've just not had the opportunity to witness it. What? Did you think he might eat you or something? I don't know why the thought of that would frighten you. I feast on you daily in one way or another. We'll keep an eye on him. Does he suspect what I am? I don't know, pet. Despite having so many remarkable abilities, mind reading isn't one of them. But we shall keep an eye on him, yes. Perhaps you should attend that rather quaint church now and again. Keep up appearances. I take it from the look on your face you'd rather not. Humans are such funny creatures, I can never figure you out. You are so terrified of the other. Terrified of the shadows, of the things that live in the dark. Yet here you all are, making an entire celebration out of everything that turns your blood cold. Oh, you don't understand it either? Well, then there's no hope for us to figure it out, is there? So we may as well just enjoy the spectacle. And are you? Enjoying yourself? Because you've grown rather bold over the time we've been together, but tonight you seem particularly nervous again. Are you worried for me? Sweet thing, do you want to protect me? I've been doing this a long time, pet. I know the signs and signals of when it's time to move on. Fret not. You must look at this new place as an opportunity to be whoever you want. These humans know nothing about you, not one thing. You can have them believe you are whatever you say you are. In the spirit of All Hallows Eve, you can wear whatever mask takes your fancy. But not with me, though. Correct? You'll be your true self with me. Always. Because I'm rather fond of you, pet, you may have noticed by now. But shall we turn back? I think we've seen everything there is at these festivities, and the smell of pumpkins is getting rather too much. And speaking of creatures eating you, I'm rather famished. Good evening, pet. Have you slept? Good. I always ask how you've slept because I worry that you haven't. You are my darling creature, but you are still human after all. And spending time with me and keeping up appearances in town is not exactly a schedule conducive to rest. And don't bring it up. You know what? I can see it on your face. You're human, and you will remain that way. So don't spoil my good mood. But I am glad that you've been exploring the house. I've heard the pitter-patter of your little footsteps scurrying all over the place. I do like it here, yes. I like this room in particular. What? You never dreamt of having a library to call your own? One so full that it required a ladder to reach the top shelves. Well, we had different dreams, but that's all right. Well, the castle was cold, full of draughts, and under a sky that constantly rained. I didn't mind the temperatures or the weather, but my books are a little more sensitive. It was better to keep them here. Some of these aren't so easily replaced, pet. Some of these are as old as I am. And you should know by now I'm very particular about how my most precious possessions are treated. That one you're holding is probably one of the oldest texts in this room. Don't worry, I'm not upset with you. It's very beautiful. I can see why you were drawn to it. For precisely the same reasons that I was. I can go on about being an intellectual all I like, but at the end of the day, gold is pretty and rubies look so nice in the lamplight. You were reading it when I came in. I sound surprised, Pet, because, not to dismiss your talents, but that book is written in Italian from the 8th century. There are probably only 3 people in this country currently alive who could read that without any sort of reference material. So why lie to me? Pet? Pet, can you not read? Don't go skittering away from me. We're long past that. And I thought you were long past being embarrassed around me. About anything. You're going to have to talk at some point. No, I don't suppose you did have much opportunity to learn in your life before. You have come so far that I often forget how far you still have to go. And I'm sorry for that, Pet. For forgetting. I take things like reading for granted. I forget that it isn't as natural as breathing, that it must be learned. It's not that I am any smarter, it's that I have had centuries to fill. And things like reading, learning, they fill up time very well indeed. I could teach you to read, if you wanted to, that is. I could read to you. Yes, I happily will. But perhaps you would like to read to yourself. There are books with information, there are books with stories, and so often those things are interchangeable. Yes, Pet, I would delight in it. And I admire your ambition, but perhaps we should start with something in English, yes? Oh, all over the place. Usually, whenever I was passing through somewhere and I might stumble across a book that simply had to be mine, and over the years I learned which were the sorts of books I'd never see again. Or I'd be gifted them, or they'd be found in a new property I bought. Quite the mishmash of circumstances, but it's led to a collection that is entirely unique. Yes, I do like to collect pretty things, don't I? And you're the jewel of my collection. You know that, don't you? Well, sometimes it's good to remind you. I'd burn all of this for you. No question, no hesitation. So do you really think that I would mind giving you some reading lessons? I do like spending time with you, believe it or not. It's one of my favourite things. Pet, you look positively queasy. Why so little faith in yourself all of a sudden? You have gone back to that pitiful excuse of a village and lied to everyone point blank and walked away again with your head held high. You knocked on my castle door, thinking you'd been offered up as a dinner, as a sacrifice. Your chin might have wobbled then, but it was still held high. You're going to let learning something new shake you to the core? No, I didn't think so. Was that someone knocking on our door? That's the only drawback to civilization. People want to socialize. I've spent far too long away from civilization. And now I remember why. It does have its drawbacks. It's late, though. Humans don't knock this late. No, the servants will answer it, but we can have a little peek to see who is so desperate to see you and your mistress. And, Pet, I think that our first lesson is going to have to be postponed. You wouldn't believe who's come for a visit. Come to the window and look. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is our church-going friend, dressed in his robes like it's perfectly ordinary to call on the newcomers of town at this sort of hour. No, we're most certainly letting him in. I'm curious. When humans knock on my door willingly, Pet, interesting things tend to follow. So this should be interesting indeed. Shall we greet our guest, Pet? It's not every day that I get a visit from a priest in the middle of the night. In fact, it's been centuries since something like this happened. How thrilling. Things certainly have been getting interesting lately. I am certainly not having the servants tell him to go away. And I won't have the servants greet him either. I'll be taking all the entertainment I can from this encounter. Well, you can stay up here and hide, or you can come along. Pet, do you really think one human man stands a chance against me? I tend to shield you a little from what I'm capable of, but rest assured, there's no doubt about your safety. See, your curiosity triumphs over your anxiety. You'll join me then? Come along. Oh, he's still there. Fabulous. I don't know, Pet. I have no earthly clue what he might want from us. And isn't that wonderful? It's so rare that I don't know something. I do wish I could savour the feeling a little longer, but let's not keep him out in the cold. That wouldn't be very hospitable now, would it? Reverend! Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Forgive me, but it's a bit of a shock to hear someone knocking this late at night. Would you like to come in? Oh, but you've met my companion already, haven't you? Please, come and sit by the fire, warm yourself. Oh, you can stand if you prefer. I imagine you must be cold, walking around in the dark. It looks like there's snow on the horizon as well. Anything to eat? To drink? Well, you're welcome to keep standing, but forgive me if I sit. Reverend, you do look uncomfortable. Is everything all right? What brings you to my home at this odd hour? Oh, please, by all means, get straight to the point. You know what I am. Do you? Really? And what am I? Oh, look, Pet, he is brave, this one. He is barely shaking. Go on then, speak up. What am I? A creature of the night. Well, that's not very specific, is it? That's a whole category, really, and besides, you're the one wandering around in the dark. It seems you fit into the category as well. A blood drinker, there we go. Much more specific. You are courageous, aren't you? Barely a tremble in your voice. Am I keeping her against her will? She can speak for herself, can't you, pet? So, am I keeping you here against your will? See? You hear that? I saved her life. The door isn't locked. There are no chains around her ankles. My pet can leave whenever she likes, but she chooses to stay because she's a loyal little thing. You, however, I am yet to decide what is going to happen to you. Well, it all depends on what you've come here to say. You know what I am. You know what I am. You certainly know enough to come to my home when it's dark. But there are no torches or pitchforks inside, so I am most curious to hear your thoughts. Protection! You want my protection? I have spent centuries on this earth, and yet I am still able to be surprised. How marvellous. Oh, pet, look, he is so serious. It's a serious business you've come here about. Oh, well, forgive me, Reverend, for I have sinned. A man has told me something in earnest, and I laughed in his face. I have committed a most grave offence. Oh, look, I've gotten a smile out of my pet. My evening really is complete. I do, in fact, treat her like a princess, and most of the time she really is quite spirited. It's just that she doesn't like you. She doesn't like men in general, and who can blame her, really? I saved her life, remember? Take a wild guess as to what I saved her from. Well, my darling, at least he has the sense to look uncomfortable. But I am sorry, Reverend, we've strayed so far from your purpose for being here. So, protection, you said. What do you need protecting from, Reverend? What have you been up to? Oh, protection for the whole town. Well, now you have got me intrigued. From what? Again, that's rather vague. From whatever else is out there. And oh, there are plenty of things that go bump in the night, Reverend. But it's the creatures that walk on silent footsteps that you need to be worried about. So what? I watch over your town and scare away any nasty little creatures. And what's in it for me? Oh, but now see, I must like you. You've made my pet laugh. What's in it for me is that you'll not take any action against me, Reverend. Either you're very, very brave, or you're very, very stupid. It's rarely both. Bravery requires intelligence, after all. And I suppose if I don't agree, and I were to let you leave with your head still attached to your neck, that you'll go about telling everyone that I'm a blood-drinking creature of the night. No. Pet, would you believe it? This man has surprised me for a third time tonight. What a gift you are. So why not? Why not shout it from the rooftops? Oh, you are fascinating. Well, I agree, people would think you're crazy, and if I were to say yes to your frankly bizarre request, then it would rather defeat the purpose, revealing what I am. But let's try again. I'm going to give you a second chance, because I'm generous, and I want you to really think this time. What's in it for me? A different sort of protection. Oh, see, now you have my poor pet confused. I'm interested, though. I'll offer you this, Reverend. I'll think about it. And we can reconvene tomorrow evening. You have the daylight hours to prove that you're a man of your word and that you won't go running through the streets screaming. If you do, things will end very badly for you. Remember that. It is so fortunate for you that you're interesting. But please, feel free to see yourself out. Well, what do you think, pet? There is protection he could offer. Think of him as a cloud of smoke covering our scent, disguising our tracks. As much as I hate to say it, it would be useful. I've never had a priest on my side before, and I'm sorely tempted to say yes, if only for the novelty of it. If you don't want me to, then I won't. Ah, but you're just as curious as I am, aren't you? Well, that's an excellent point, pet. If he knows what I am and is asking for protection, he must know other things as well. I think it's safe to say he knows rather a lot about the things that go bump in the night. But still, we have the night to think it over, and we can talk to that strange little man again tomorrow. I do love not knowing what's going to happen. It seems we have a lot to think about over the next few hours. But, in the meantime, you, my love, are going to have a bath. Did I ask if you needed one? No, I am telling you, you are going to have a bath. Well, perhaps because you're agitated after our little social gathering. Perhaps because it is cold and soaking in warm water will do you some good. Perhaps I just want you to take your clothes off. Maybe I just want to play with my pet. Whatever the reason, pet, you are having a bath. So dramatic. Be calm. Life is just a game. Take comfort that I play chess while our little religious friend is playing hopscotch in the dirt. Oh, you have faith in me, do you? Then get in the bath.
Good girl. It's been so chaotic lately. So many new and interesting things to get used to, that sometimes it's important to take pleasure in the simple things, like pampering one's pet. Take this off. Show me how pretty you are. Beautiful. Spin. Spin, let me see you. I do love when your cheeks go pink, it's so pretty. Like someone's kissed a marble statue. How can you possibly be put off kilter by the rest of the world when you're this perfect pet? It doesn't make sense. Here, take my hand. Get in. Oh good, no more arguing. Sit. The water is perhaps a little warm, but like I said, I do love seeing your skin turn pink. And your hair has gotten so long, so healthy. Quite the improvement. I love playing with it. Shall I wash it for you while I sit on the edge of the tub? Let my cool fingers run over your scalp. Yes, I thought so. It's really quite silly how you protest things that are for your enjoyment. I love you dearly, but you're an odd little creature. You're still looking very thoughtful. No, thoughtful is fine. Fretful, on the other hand. There's no point worrying, I have everything handled. Humans. I can give you the most direct communication in the world, and you'll still look for holes to poke. Stop fretting. I won't tell you again. Do you think I just rely on people's words to judge their intentions? I can hear the flutter of their heartbeat. I can see every shift of their eyes about a room. I can smell the sweat that breaks out across their brows. I can see a lie from a human a mile away, my dear. Do you really think I would have let him leave this house with his limbs still attached if I had any doubts whatsoever? No. So be calm. You forget that you are just as much of a stranger to me. You knocked on my door, and I not only let you into my home, but it became your home as well. The same goes for the servants. They could go running into the town square at any moment, screaming about creatures of the night, what lurks in the shadows. But they don't. I know when a human is capable of keeping secrets. So, are we calm? Yes, well, you say that you're calm, but like I said, I can hear the flutter of your heartbeat. It doesn't sound very calm, my dearest. Is that my doing? Oh, but my intentions were so innocent. This was just about bathing, after all. Lie. Me? Never. A terrible accusation. Entirely false. You turning pink in a bath of hot water might be one of my favourite things in life. Pink from your throat to your stomach to in between your legs. More pink than usual anyway. You, my beloved odd little creature, need to hold your head up a little higher from now on. Stand a little straighter. Move like you own the world. Oh, you've come a very long way, there's no doubt about that. Leaps and bounds, but there's room for improvement. Do you think that high-strung little priest is better than you? No, I didn't think so. So act like it. All these mortals, they should be grateful that they get to breathe the same air as you. So from now on, square your shoulders and look them in the eye until they learn to cower from you. Well, once again, pet, it's not a suggestion. It's an instruction, and you are so very good at following my orders. You still don't think you deserve respect from these creatures. You deserve the world. The very least they could do is kneel at your feet. You still don't seem to believe me. Unfortunate. How about I worship you instead? You don't seem to mind that, do you, pet? Oh, I have a million ideas on how to worship you. And lucky you, you don't even have to leave the bathtub. Pet, I don't wish to question your sanity at this precise moment, but is there a plan in that pretty little head of yours, or are we just aimlessly wandering the woods in the middle of the night on a whim? Yes, you did say you could go out walking without me. You say a lot of things that are nonsense. That is one of them. I'm just trying to understand why you're so intent on walking through an unfamiliar forest, potentially alone, at night. Having lived here a few weeks does not make it a little bit familiar, my dear. Oh, there is a plan. Please tell me, I would love to hear it. To get to know the forest better. On a personal level, or in a directional manner? Well, that's excellent, pet. Why? I'm sure there's a very detailed map that could be procured. I'm so concerned because you seem to be determined to cover as much ground as possible, as quickly as possible, And by the end of this little adventure, your legs are going to look like bruised apples. Pet. Pet. Stop walking and look at me. All of this nonsense. Is this you planning an escape route should things go terribly wrong? Oh, there is no need, pet. You are safe. Always. Sometimes you forget that. Yes, we did leave our previous residence due to danger on the horizon, but we did exactly that. Leave. It was easy, simple, and here we are, safe and sound again. Even without a threat forcing one's hand, it is the nature of things to move on, to shift and change. It's a cycle as old as time. I know that better than anyone. You really needn't worry about the priest. He's quite taken care of. And you were in the room just an hour ago as we came to our little agreement, or weren't you listening? I will protect this little ramshackle collection of buildings that passes as a village. Whatever protecting might mean in his mind, I have no idea. And in return, he keeps his mouth shut. Not to mention the whole thing has been very entertaining, so it's a win-win situation all around. And yet, you're still nervous. It's not about agreeing to his plan, pet. It's about making him think he has any power in this situation at all. It will soothe him to think he has agency. And it gives me someone in my back pocket to use if I need. A man of the cloth, no less. It's always good to have pawns scattered about the place. So all is well on that front. Well, if there really is a threat, my dear, then we will deal with it, if and when it arrives on our doorstep. Wandering around in the trees isn't doing much to help this non-existent danger. Would you at least consider performing your adventures in the daylight? I won't be with you, but you'd be able to see, and you're less likely to fall over a twig and snap a bone in half. Well, yes, you are correct about that. Things look different in the dark. My dear, if I was truly fed up with being out here, I would simply throw you over my shoulder and carry you back home. As it stands, I seem to have an infinite amount of patience for your shenanigans. Well, like I said, a sense of agency is good for you humans. Oh, you're scowling. Good. I'd rather you be cross than paranoid. You're not the frightened little thing you used to be. Returning to that paranoia, that unease, it doesn't suit you anymore. So, why? Look at me and tell me why you are so frightened all of a sudden of an unnamed danger sweeping through and knocking on our door. Pet, tell me or I will do as I say and throw you over my shoulder. No, don't be angry. I'm flattered. Truly, you want to protect me. That's a lovely thing to want. and I appreciate it very much. It's just rather adorable. And forgive me, but I'm still at a loss, my love, about how this adventure in the woods is going to help you protect me. You're right. No, you're right. Knowledge is power. Sweet thing, I shouldn't be teasing you. Not when you're being so industrious. Carry on then. After learning the layout of the woods, do you have any other plans that I should be made aware of? I don't know, pet. I'm often at a loss as to what your mind cooks up. Well, do keep me updated if you come up with more schemes, won't you? I'd hate to miss out on all the fun. Pet. Yes, I am telling you to slow down again. You understand, don't you? That I won't let anything happen to you. It seems it's a hard concept for you to fully grasp. But nothing, not a thing will touch you. Neither man nor monster will ever lay a finger on you. And then I shall keep reminding you, as often as you need reminding. Well then, lead the way, and do try not to fall over. Wake up. Pet. Wake up. Wake up, sweet girl. You were only dreaming. It seemed more like a nightmare, the way you were thrashing about, though. Yes, as I suspected. You're here. With me. Just me. And you are safe. You know that you are always safe with me. Is sleep beyond you now? Then there's no use tossing and turning, is there? Come, sit with me. I look concerned because I am concerned. There are nightmares, and then there's, well, whatever that was. You don't talk of it. Your life before you came to me. You never have to do anything, pet, but this isn't the first time your dreams have turned dark. And unfortunately, I doubt it will be the last. You're shaking. Come here. You're here with me, and you are safe. Well, I've never asked, because usually you're rather fearless in regards to starting a conversation. You've never exactly shied away from asking exactly what you want to know, but you've always been rather quiet about your life before, your family. So I didn't push. I thought you would talk in your own time when you were ready, but that time has never come. I know a little, yes, but to know only a little after everything we've been through together. Well, I'm bringing it up, pet, because I do not want you to have night terrors. I do not want you to have haunted dreams at all. And sometimes we must face the shadows in order to dispel them. Well, that's rather rich coming from you. One of the first questions that came out of your mouth was how I feed. Then, how was I turned? How old was I? Yes, so, while I am attempting to comfort, my dear, I'm not above pointing out a bit of hypocrisy when I see it. Is it so wrong of me to want to know every corner of your soul? Since when has the darkness bothered me? I'm a creature of the dark. I barely remember what daylight is like. The sun is nothing but a myth to me now. Do you seriously think that any darkness in you could shake me? No, I thought not. And still you're tight-lipped. Pet. Yes, and I stand by it. You don't have to say anything, but you are welcome to. You're rather adorable when you're stubborn. See, like that, you get that little crease between your eyebrows, which means you're ever so cross with me. Enjoying myself. I always enjoy my time with you, pet. I'm calling Flora because you need to eat. Yes, Flora, just look at the girl. See, pet, even she thinks you look ill-tempered. Bring her something edible, won't you? Because it's unlike you to be quite so irritable for quite so long, and I believe that I've mentioned more than once that I'm very patient, so no, pet, for the third time, you do not have to say anything. But it is either talk or let this fester inside you. Both are equally horrid. I won't deny that, but one of those options is for the greater good. They never wanted a daughter, Some parents are so very picky when it comes to the children they are granted. It's always baffled me, those sorts of people. Well, the act of procreation is notoriously random. Yes, I gathered long ago that your brothers were better treated than you were. That's a tale as old as time, unfortunately. From the little you have said, they seem very full of themselves. What do they do, exactly? This family of yours, how do they whittle away the days of their meaningless existence? They're butchers. Your family act like they are kings, and they're butchers. Don't get me wrong, it's a necessary cog in the machinery of society, but good heavens, they really do have an overstated opinion of themselves, don't they? Is that a smile I see, pet? Oh, just a little one. Well, I'll take it. They'd be better off with another pig than a daughter. Cruelty is a funny thing. It's one of the very few actions a person can take that is entirely useless. For example, violence can be useful, productive even. Not pleasant, but productive. But cruelty, hurting someone's soul, what a pointless way to spend one's time. No, my love, you don't need to say anything else. Look at me. Thank you, pet, for saying anything at all. Sit here with me. Rest. Morning will come, and those pesky shadows will creep away. Pet, what are you doing? I am simply curious, my little bird. It's not an everyday occurrence to find you on the floor of the library with parchment and inkwell at the ready. A map. Huh. I must say it's quite stylish. You have a flair for symbols and sigils. If I were making fun of you, pet, you would know it. I'm quite serious, it's very good. Yes, sweet thing, I will help you write the words. It does beg the question, why? Are you making a map of our surroundings for fun? I'm immortal, my love. I'm all for entertaining yourself, whichever way you see fit. Fill the hours however you please. But I am still bemused. Ah, the woods again. You've not gone on any nighttime expeditions by yourself, have you? Good. In the daytime, explore to your heart's content, but the night, don't go out there without me. No, quite the opposite. Trust your instincts, always. If something in you is saying to keep an eye on the woods around us, then by all means follow through. They seem quite wild, quite untouched. There's not a lot of places like that these days, truly wild. And humans sometimes let hubris get in the way of warning signs. Is that what happened to your forehead? An excursion into the woods? Hit a branch. You do have eyes, pet. It would help if you used them to look where you're walking. Shh. Stay here. Stay. Pet. We shall have a talk later about disobedience. Yes, that is a wolf on the floor of our scullery. No, I'm not particularly worried, am I? So don't fret. Well, he seems rather... unwell is a generous term. Either way, I don't think he's capable of standing, let alone attacking. Flora informed me that he dragged himself in here before promptly collapsing. And besides, I'm here. You're quite safe, even if you are disobedient. That's curious, very curious. Pet, you've not seen a wolf in the flesh before, have you? Well, they're not this big, usually. Not even close, so I suspect it's not a wolf in the traditional sense. Oh, come now. You're smarter than that. You think creatures like me are the only sort of creature there is. There are all manner of beasts out there. Humans have turned most of them into stories, legends, make-believe, but here you have it. Living, barely breathing proof of something other. That breathing really is quite ragged. Why is your first instinct always to help whatever is before you? Here I was just praising your instincts, and now you're wanting to help the thing. Well, it obviously needs help. It also needs a bath, but I'm not about to start scrubbing it with soap. Now, Flora dear, you have every right to be disgruntled. Normally every surface in here is shining, and then this beast comes along and undoes all your hard work. Now that is a good question, Pet. How does something this big and fearsome get into such a state? Another wolf, possibly. A hunter, no. A hunter might make one wound, maybe two. They couldn't possibly run this beast ragged, not unless there was half the village participating, and I haven't heard a peep from outside until this thing blundered in. I can't see any wounds through its fur, and I don't plan on combing through to investigate either. Well, it's clear enough it's not in a good state. Yes, Pet, I can smell blood, but I'm not entirely sure if it's the creatures or it belongs to something else. Seems to be good old exhaustion more than anything. Well, I don't think locking the door is going to do much, Flora, but I do admire your forethought. Where are the other servants? They hid. Well, they are a smart lot. There's a reason you've all been in my employ for so long. Pet, don't approach it, for God's sake. Its bones aren't breaking, it's shifting. It's quite natural, if a little gruesome. And... oh. Oh, now this is intriguing. That, Flora, is our friend the Reverend. You haven't had the pleasure of making his acquaintance yet, have you? Pet, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I simply don't know. There's been a lot of that lately. Not knowing things. I'm getting rather tired of it. I don't know what he's doing here, how he got in this state, if there are others of his kind about, nor do I know where his clothes could be. I had hoped to make it the rest of eternity without seeing a man naked again, but we can't always get what we want, can we? Thank you, Flora. You may burn the blanket once he's done with it. The smell will never come out of it anyways. Reverend, can you open your eyes, or are you going to continue acting like a dead fish on my floor? It seems the latter option is all he's capable of. Well, this is interesting overall, but I'm certainly not going to sit here waiting for him to wake up. Flora, keep him warm. Perhaps splash some water in his mouth if you wish. And do be a dear and let me know if he stops breathing. Oh, you're finally awake. Did you enjoy sleeping on my floor? Yes, there is sunlight coming through the window. It's the daytime, so that does tend to happen. Well then, I won't walk through any sunbeams, but thank you ever so much for your concern. Yes, you are tied up. You're full of observations, aren't you? Well, it's better, don't you think, to have you restrained in case of any errant shifting? I'm sure you can agree. Besides, I can't risk you getting ideas and pushing me into errant sunbeams. It's none of your concern where my pet is. No, you did not harm her. You harmed no one. But it was quite the eventful night, so all the humans are asleep. It's just us monsters. I'm not normally one for giving out compliments, but I am impressed. Very impressed that you kept me from realizing what you were. There wasn't a whiff of shifter about you. That's very hard to hide from someone like me. Well, there is something to be said for church incense. A shifter without a pack, yes, I imagine you are used to hiding. But let's do away with small talk, shall we? Not when actually interesting things are going on. So, what did this to you? You don't know or you don't want to tell me? Something large and double-jointed. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Normally I'd say anything double-jointed is a shifter, but you don't think it is. I am so very, very old, Reverend, that not knowing something is a treat, and since moving here I've been quite spoiled. No, I haven't caught a scent of anything in those woods, and that's what's concerning me. Yes, but sometimes things slip past your observation when you're not looking for them, when you're not concerned about their existence. This little surprise you had in store for me doesn't overly concern me, but we have been in the woods, and I have kept my eyes peeled in case there was something out there, and nothing. I've sensed nothing, and you hadn't detected it either. To be actively looking for something and come up empty, only for it to try and tear you apart, well, that's something else altogether. I do fear it must be something rather grim. Young things, weak things, they blunder about, they leave traces. But old things, unknown things. But Wren knew. The clever thing, she knew something wasn't quite right. She knew the second we came here. Say what you want about humans, but sometimes one will pierce the veil in a way that even I can't explain. She is safe here. She wants to be here. I won't repeat myself again. And if you think she's lying about her wants and wishes, you mustn't think very highly of her. Oh, you just want to protect people. How sweet, how noble. Is that what you were doing while you were wandering about and getting attacked by unknown things? And tell me, what thanks has it gotten you thus far? Do you know how rare it is to meet a priest that actually believes in goodness? You're a solitary creature in more ways than one, aren't you? What about me? My kind aren't the pack sort. I have my humans to keep me company. No, precisely the opposite. I came here to put some distance between myself and my kind. There's only so much one can take. And Ren needed more people, so here we are. Still so surprised that I put my pet's best interests first. Flora, that was who was here when you so rudely barged in. She doesn't much care for the rest of humanity, nor do the others, but she'll follow me to the end of her days. So here she is. Frighten her? No, you didn't frighten her. Nothing frightens Flora. In fact, she was the one who insisted on tying you up. And who am I to deny the girl her simple pleasures? Oh no, I do agree. You're quite safe now. The risk of you accidentally shifting has evaporated, but seeing as you are in a sunbeam, you'll just have to wait for her to wake up before you're set free. A question for you. You came to me, oh so serious, and asked for protection for this place. Yet here you are, perfectly capable of protecting it yourself. Well, I'm flattered, truly, but I suggest you stop dodging my questions. It's rather tedious, especially since it was my roof you sought refuge under. So what's so special about these people, that you not only protect them, you want me to join in? I really am having trouble with the idea that you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart. A part of you, yes. Maybe even the majority of your soul is caught up in that noble purpose, but not all of it. It's never all of it. You look like you're in pain. Is it so dreadfully difficult? Attempting honesty. Go on, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, that was hard, wasn't it? Interesting. It's not the people, it's the place. Oh, but you don't know the details, do you? You don't know the reason why this place needs protecting. It's like Ren, you just have a feeling. No, actually, and in fact, I said the same thing to Ren. Never discount instinct. Logic is biased. It's a fickle thing. Instinct, however, the twist of your gut, the hairs on the back of your neck, the shadow in the corner of your vision. Those things don't lie. You still think I mean you harm, Reverend? We really do need to establish some trust, you and I. You're such a fascinating little thing. Why would I harm you? That would be like enjoying a good book and throwing it in the fire halfway through. I'm not done with you yet, so you have no need to fear.